Hi guys, it's Miss Tanya again. So I met with Miss Rachel a little while ago, and we have some fun plans for you guys for some activities for the rest of the week. But when I came back, I decided to go on a scavenger hunt. I went in my front yard and in my backyard. Do you want to see some of the things that I found? Oh, good. So what were some of the things? Some were rocks. Look at these cool rocks. That one's kind of sparkly. This one is pretty smooth. This one, it's black and white. And this one, and this one. What else did I find? Oh, I found some pine needles. What do you think those came from? Pine needles. Pine tree. Do you think that's where they came from? Oh, and I found some leaves. I found a plastic bag. I found some styrofoam. Ha! I found a Jeep. It's a little dirty. I found some pine cones. Look how cool these are. Look how tiny that one is. I found some sticks and twigs. I found a flower. It was a pretty yellow flower. I found a blade of grass. I don't know if you can see that. What color do you think the grass was? Green. I found a spoon. Wait a minute. I don't think that belongs there. That was from breakfast. What about this? Do you know what this is? It's called bark. It came from a big tree. It's kind of rough on the outside. This is kind of like our skin. It protects the tree. You can see the inside. Here's the wood. That's kind of cool. Then I found this piece of paper. It has whales on it. Kind of cool though. Found this. I think it was from a little flag that was in the yard at one time. What should I do with all these things? I know! I could sort them! Let me get a piece of paper. I took my marker and I drew a line. So I have two sections on my paper. I'm going to move everything over. Put my paper down and let's start sorting. How can I sort them? When you sort, you need to find something in common. These are a lot of different things. We could sort them by things that were living, things that might need air, sun, water to grow, and things that wouldn't. Oh, great idea. What about this? Styrofoam. Does that need something to grow? No. Non-living. What about my leaves? What did I say they came from? You're right. A tree, a bush, a vine, a plant. Do they need sun, water, air, those different kinds of things to grow? You're right. This was living. What about my pine cones? Squirrels like to eat them. There's seeds inside of them. What do they come from? Pine trees. They are living. Pine trees are living, right? What about my rocks? My really cool rocks. I love these. Do you think these are living? Do they need sun? Do they need water? Are they gonna grow? What about my pine needles? What did I say they came from? Do you remember? You're right, a pine tree. And remember, the pine tree is living. Oh, more leaves. What about my Jeep? Vroom, vroom. Is that living? No. What about my little flag? Do you think that was living? It was blowing in the breeze. No, you're right. Not living. What about Ahsoka? Is she living? Do you think she needs food and water? Do you need food and water? She said yes. Do you think I can put her on the living side? Will you stand over here, Ahsoka? I don't think she wants to. What was this? This was so cool. This was the bark from the outside of a tree. Is a tree living? It is, you're right. It needs sun. It needs air. It needs water so it can grow. We'll put that on the living side. What about this? Remember I told you it used to be a flower? It was called an allium. This was living. What about my plastic bag? You're right. It's kind of trash, but it was not living. Now here's a tricky thing. I've got this piece of paper. What's on the paper was living. Do you see the whales? But is it really living? Some paper does come from trees, and trees were living. But I think this came out of a magazine. Is a magazine living? No. I'm going to put that on the non-living side. Do you guys think that you could search for things at your house? Maybe outside, maybe inside, and you could sort them? I think you can. There's one thing that I found in my backyard that I did not touch. I have a dog. Don't touch the dog poop. See you guys